An ode to our town. A town of gazillion skies. A kink on the southeast coast that vasts out to the North Sea. Thanet used to be an island, and the name Thanet derives from the ancient Greek mythological king of death Thanatos. Legend has it that this town is built on bones. It has a joie de vivre vibe about it. This place, a place to heal, move forward, stand still, and weave tapestries of generations. Once a tiny fishing village which sprawled into hundreds and thousands of people's best nostalgias, pinnacle pivotal moments, and countless saccharine candid first kisses. Teeth basher, too much saliva, washing machine vibes, hot-cheeked belly flipping loop-de-loops. A space for change, growth, strength, lives so strong, like the constant burning down and rebuilding of Britain's oldest roller coaster, the Scenic Railway. Margate, like our Scenic, is a phoenix from the flames. Even before it was cool to talk up this place, when the bourgeoisie scoffed at Margate's heart so strong, there was always something other, subculturally real. Character and characters. Ray the Beard, grot bags, deep gut laughs, down in snake bites at the fittingly purple Franks. A stray tooth on the dance floor. Motown on Revolve at Wimpy, teens snogging in sunken gardens. Penny slot machine glee. The Carnival! Despacito art kids with Ayan at the helm. The dance troops, cage beauty queens, the traveller community with their horse and traps, the hollering at the Wind Tequila crew, the mod bikes, the rocker bikes, the classic cars, the surfer kites, booming bass lines, barbecue cook-ups, the skaters, a fleet of Sinclair C5s go rattling by. I've done a thing, now here's my pride. We do challenge Blackpool for a campier fairground ride. Dance, dance, revolution. The greatest skies / thighs in the whole of Europe. Pow! Power of the Woman Festival. This town is a matriarch, not a patriarch. The Margate Pride Parade. With a burly looking older guy up ahead fashioning a t-shirt that says, "Proud of my gay son." Meat raffle. Camp, drag queens galore, Dame Jane, Bethany Bay, Janet District Council on the dance floor. This is not Shoreditch-on-Sea. This is not Kensington-on-Sea. This is Margate! Tim the bike man, Charlie and Kelly would meet up for bike club and set off through secret snickets, paths and fields, saluting honey buzzards as they flew. Today, Ned, the 5-year-old, is personifying the wind with his gleeful screams. His mum, an ex-roller derby skater, front flips into the tidal pool nonchalantly. Not many people see, but those that do are impressed. Shooting stars, Saturn's rings, a bra and pants tossed behind the beach huts where 2 wild nymphs had some things. Wow, 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 I've been really trying. On a navy blue November sky, you'll see the wind turbines flashing red Morse code. They're saving souls of sailing boats, stating, "I'm a wind turbine, don't bump into me, I'm a wind turbine." Jumping fish, the all-round sea swimmers. Tracy Emin's neon twinkles across the harbour, and on the harbour roof, the tarmac has been heated up by the long day sun. The North Sea chill starts to crawl your skin, sipping on a rhubarb cider from the arm. As you sit, that grubby tarmac warms your bum. The Gormley stares out to sea. The BBC, they're filming here today at the tidal pool. As the film crew arrive, to their horror, there's a burnt out car in the pool. The council have never moved so fast to remove waste. Down at the beach rave, she's busting for a wee. She finds a chalky cave. This is no bog standard bog. Not the Ritz, not even a 12-star restroom in Dubai could beat this freedom we with the sea and the sky. The parakeets squawk and honk like collective bike horns. We can hear Roma girls spit in bars near Viking playground. Their words are smart, confident, flowing like the ancient current of our Wansome Channel. Big dog, little dog, car, nautical fox. The Garden Gate, the Eden of Margate. It's for neurodiverse people to dig the ground, chew the fat, and maybe grow a courgette or two. Many a phallic icon in Margate you will find. The Lido, the clock tower, and the glitter kitsch erotica in Madame Popoff's vintage shop. Miranda the fortune teller, I do love you so. You wave your hands and say hello. You greet each proton like you know and care. The world would be a much kinder world if more people smiled at the air. Look up for a circumhorizontal arc. They happen here when the light passes through icy clouds at high altitude. They form a little bright, mysterious colour spectrum, resembling a kind of floating rainbow sperm. Look out for the Margate Long Sands, which is 3 miles out into the ocean, where the sun-worshipping seals like to chill. As the tide goes in and out at the Nayland Rock, what real-life ocean treasures will roll up today? Beachcombers, metal detectors, sweet ruddy turnstones with their beacon orange pins cheeping as they flock. The Margate lifeboat man statue looking out to sea. In 1887, Friends of All Nations surfboat tragedy. 9 men this town lost in that inky blackness of that December night. Those souls took flight, and this town grieved. Dane Park, the Grand Fountain, echoes of Victorian gentry of a past lake and swans and roaming peacocks. Bring back Brandy Bucks, a Lord of the Rings themed restaurant in Cliftonville with a river running through it. Sometimes there's a rotting seaweed stench around our harbour arm, a scent so strong it could raise Thanet's dead and buried bones. Alas, the poor seaweed has been scapegoated. In the 1800s, the harbour was transporting tons of coal from one boat to another and then shipping it up to the big smoke. Over the years, loose twinkling coal briskets would build up on the sea floor. The sulphurous scent we sometimes smell today is the ancient marinated coal wafting up through low-tide sludge. Over in Sheppey, the SS Richard Montgomery boat sunk in 1944, carrying lots of TNT. The shipwreck is untouched for fear of blowing up. If it did blow, it could send a tidal wave so big over Margate that it would flood our beloved town. Only the top of the brutalistic beauty Arlington House would be on safe ground. In the words of the Paragon's 1960s hit, the tide is high and I'm holding on. In the olden times, on scorching summer days at high tide, hundreds of people would pack up their beach paraphernalia and excitedly stampede into dreamland until the tide cascaded out once more. Then the masses of holiday makers would deck chair up and hanky hat down to worship the freshly oceaned iron bed of sand. In the mid-80s, a young girl with brown skin visits Margate on a summer family day trip. To her, the fun-filled beach represents an equal playing ground, an escape from the racist rubbish she had to deal with daily in her suburban London school. For that one day, her troubles were 5 billion grains of sand, 600 deck chairs, and 69.2 miles away on a coach. a great Nan's living room. The memories she had of when she nearly courted that Margate boy. She thought about him from time to time until her last days. Time is fragile. People make a place. Margate is full of fighters. Peaceful ones, fisticuff ones. You won't get away from being pretentious for too long round here without getting a gentle roasting, a public toasting. It is honest. It has its hands in the chalky, sandy earth. Margate keeps her modesty under her bonnet. She ain't no bragger. Margate is Turner and the Turner Gallery, but it's also a lot more. Margate is faded grandeur, saplings of shiny new. Margate is everyone looks Instagrammed in the sunset, and everyone is Instagramming the sunset. Margate is a coven of show people, sequins in the sun. It's music, art, theatre, poetry, elsewhere, Tom Thumb, Olbies, the Arts Club, the Soul Festival, Save Live Arts. Margate is more and more wealthy people are visiting and living here. Yet it has some of the highest national figures of child deprivation in the UK. Margate is a lot of incredible youth clubs and youth initiatives. Margate is the Oasis charity, who are there for the people who are affected by domestic abuse here. It's Kent Refugee Action Network, urgently helping children in danger. Margate is food banks, even though Margate is in one of the richest countries in the world. Margate is asking respectfully, please don't come here and judge. Roll up your sleeves, share your skills and your time, talk to your neighbours, and if you have pounds to give, then give them to this ecosystem of this vibrant, complex, beautiful community. Margate asks that we fight for rent caps so that families that have been here for generations don't get pushed out. Margate says we're in the UK, the sky is often grey. Please stop painting everything grey. Margate is positive, hopefully hopeful regeneration. Margate is People Dem Collective, demanding justice and peace for black and brown people. 4,000 humans knelt across Margate Sands, radiating ripples of anti-racism throughout Thanet. It was high tide, and some jet skiers were figure-of-eighting round the silent bowed crowd. One of the jet skiers raised their fist in the air. New Year brings Margate's annual Greek and Greek Cypriot blessing of the sea ceremony. These blessed waters, these lands throng with history and hope. We look forward to a brighter, more equal future. We are here. We are now.